In this video, I'm going to go over different heat sources for your garage, and there are things that I've tried in the past, things that were great, things that weren't so great, things that are like a total pain in the you-know-what to take care of. And we've been wrenching on cars and fixing ATVs and lawnmowers and different things for a long time. It's a DIY channel, and it's always something. It's always something with your house. It's always something with the motorhome. It's always something with the ATV. It's always something with your car, and that's what this channel is about. It's always something. So don't forget to subscribe, and you'll learn something. So with that said, and along the way, my dad ran an auto body shop for years, and we tried different things in the shop. He had like a 2-car garage, and years ago we had an old wood stove, and there's 3 of us running around the body shop, and we would always check the thing full of wood. So it was always one guy's turn to check the thing full of wood when it was starting to run out of wood. If you weren't working on a car, it was your time to stoke the thing. And it was a pain. The reason why it was a pain is because, 1, you always had to kind of monitor the thing. 2, it would create smoke once in a while, so it would get the garage walls all smoky and discolored on top of everything else going on in there. So that was kind of a pain. And 3, you had to wait for it to cool down to make sure everything, was out before you left the shop at night, because you can't leave, wood stove running, or any stove for that matter. So we had to kind of keep that in mind. So it was a little bit of a pain. So we got rid of that after a while. Then we went to one of those kerosene, I'm going to call it a torpedo heater. They're called salamanders, torpedo heaters, forced hot air heaters. There's a million different names for them. And I had one up until recently, and I just got rid of it. I had it for a couple of years. It was pretty good. I did a review video on it. You guys have probably seen it. It was a great heater. But the problem with those is that they smell. You have to leave a door cracked. You have to have ventilation inside the shop when you're using it, because it can create fumes and monoxide and stuff like that. It can become dangerous and actually kill you if you're not careful. So you're trying to heat up a garage, you have to leave a window or a door cracked to let fresh air in. So there's always fresh air, and it kind of defeats the purpose, because now you're letting cold air in and you're trying to heat the place up. And it smells in there, and it's easy to get a headache if you're not careful. So you have to keep shutting them down and turning them on. So they're okay. They're good if you're just doing things here and there and some small jobs, and the thing isn't running that long. So I've actually have a neighbor that has a really cool setup, and what he did is he took a forced hot air system out of an RV, and he put it on his garage wall, and it's oil fed. He has it hooked up, so he has a little mini oil drum inside, like one you would have in your basement. And when he has his house topped off with oil, he has the garage topped off as well. That thing works wicked good. He leaves it set with a thermostat, and that's actually a really nice setup. They have them out there. If you search around on the internet, you can find them. It's like a forced hot air system for an RV, and they have them set up so you can set it up that way with oil or some other kind of fuel source if you want to. It's something to look into. Keep that in mind, because it is clean. It doesn't smell, and they work well. They work awesome. So what I actually did recently is I installed a pellet stove behind me. I had a spare one kicking around. We were taking it out of the main house. We weren't using it so much in the main house, so I installed it here in the garage to keep it warm. I have a 1.5 stall garage, and that thing runs perfect to keep it warm. Basically, just fill up with pellets. If I know I'm going to be working out here, I'll fill the thing up with pellets in the morning. And when I'm ready, I'll come out a couple hours later, and the room's perfect. I don't have to worry about it. It doesn't smell. The heat is nice and even. We can keep as warm or as cool as we want while working on things, and it's pretty cool. It's not dirty. It doesn't get the garage all full of soot and stuff like that, like a log fireplace does. So the only thing you have to kind of really worry about, keep in mind, is there is a flame in there, so you can't have gas fumes and things like that and gas cans. I don't have any of that stuff anyway in my garage. All that stuff is in an out shed or something like that. But if you have a fairly clean garage and there's no chemicals, it's a great way to go. Keep the place warm, and I'm glad we did it. We've been using it a ton. So out of all the things we've tried over the years, the wood stove was by far the biggest pain. That thing was such a pain. It one night actually, one of the ambers flew out of it, and it went up into the auto body fan that sucks the paint out, and it roasted the wood that was holding the fan into the side of the building. So we got lucky there. So it's gonna be dangerous, and they're kind of a pain because you're always stoking the thing like a locomotive. So you always need one guy on board, freaking stoking the fire, while the other guy's swinging wrenches. Don't even bother that. So if it were me, go look into that RV setup, or if you have the shop to do it, a pellet stove or something like that. It's a pretty good setup. And if there's anything you guys have tried that you really like, add a comment. Sub the channel, subscribe to the channel, add a comment, and we want to hear all about it. There's a ton of guys on that channel that have all kinds of businesses. They fix ATVs, they fix lawnmowers, they do all kinds of stuff. So throw them in there. We want to hear what you've tried and what works pretty good and what you like. But until then, I'll see you out on the internet. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to sub the channel. If you have a question, leave a comment, and either I or one of my subscribers will reply back to you. Come on and hang out with us. Take it easy.